My dear brothers and sisters, today we are going to reflect about a girl who was just 12 or 13 years old and who at the time even did not know what is life. But death came in front of her and she had to make a decision. And the decision was very, very crucial and very difficult in anybody's life. Either to accept death or accept Jesus. If you accept Jesus, you have to die. And the saint is Saint Agnes, whose feast we celebrate today on the 21st of January. She was born in a very affluent family in Rome around the year 300. At that time, the Emperor Diocletian was very vehement in persecuting the Christians. And the Christians were looted of all their wealth and property. And they had to make a choice between life or Jesus. Many people denounced Jesus, but not Saint Agnes. Added to this decision, the prefect of the city and his son wanted their son to get married to Saint Agnes, to which Saint Agnes rejected, and she said that she is already married to Jesus and she, for whatever reason and any reason, cannot marry him. And they became angry. They wanted to kill Saint Agnes, who was a virgin. But the Roman law says that nobody can murder or kill a virgin, and they can do only after she loses her virginity. Therefore, they took her to a brothel house so that after Agnes loses her virginity, they can kill her. But then, Saint Agnes did not yield to their plans. She protected herself and her virginity by God's power. When they made her naked, they took off all the clothes of Agnes. Before she became naked, by God's power, her hair grew instantly and covered all her body. And when they saw that, they put Saint Agnes and her hair on fire. And we can see that the fire and the flames could not do any harm to Saint Agnes. In this picture of Agnes, which is in a church, because it is in the church, she is not naked. But then we can see the flames of fire here. They did no harm to Saint Agnes. And when they saw that a miracle is going on there, they took a knife and cut her head off. That's why whenever we see a picture or a statue of Saint Agnes, there is a lamb always with her. And the reason is, a lamb is slain by cutting off the head. And this is the kind of death Saint Agnes died. That's why we have always a lamb placed at her side. And the name of Agnes, in Greek, Agne means pure. In Latin, Agna means lamb. Greek or Latin, which suits Saint Agnes more, even though both suit her name? I think the kind of life that she lived and the kind of death that Saint Agnes died, the Greek name Agne suits more because it means pure. Agne in Greek means pure. After the death of Saint Agnes, after a week, in a dream she appeared to her parents. And what did they see? They saw a train of pure virgins surrounding her and one lamb. In Latin, Agnes means lamb. Therefore, she is pure and also she is like a lamb. Saint Ambrose says that Saint Agnes' body was so tiny, so small, and the wounds were so big that there was no place left in her body to be wounded again. There was no space left. Even though her body was small, she had a big heart. And in Rome, there are two big churches dedicated to Saint Agnes. In a church named after Saint Agnes, it's called Piazza Navona Church in Rome. Behind the altar, we can see the real skull taken from the body of Saint Agnes. And I was fortunate to visit it in the year 2010. And we see that her skull is so tiny, so small, because she was only 13 when she died. And another thing, on this day, on the feast of Saint Agnes, every year 2 lamps are offered to the Pope in the church. And what do they do with these 2 lamps? From the oven that is taken from these 2 lamps, they make pallium. Pallium is the thing that is given to the Archbishop on the day of installation by the Pope. And only the Archbishops use it on big occasions, on solemn masses. And this is the pallium, and this is made from the oven of 2 lamps that are offered on the feast of Saint Agnes. And from the wool it is made, and these palliums are given to the archbishops. My dear brothers and sisters, today as we celebrate this feast of this small young saint, she is an example for all of us to have a faith that is not timid, a faith that will never count the cost. I wish you all a very good day. Thank you.